All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It feels so good to be back, man. Basically, I have one final actually due. It's due like tomorrow at midnight. I'm finally done, man. I had like 4 papers due pretty much Monday night and Tuesday night. I'm finally done. The last 3 weeks have just been so goddamn stressful. Some of you guys have been so fucking annoying about it, to be like Swag, so fucking annoying about it. Like, Jesus, dude. Sometimes you gotta just focus on what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? But we're back. We're finally back at no more one video a day. You know, we're finally back with the streaming every day and a couple of videos for you guys. So before I get into this video, first off, Swaggy and I will be in Houston in 1 week, and I cannot wait. He can't wait. Actually, I think Swaggy's going to be there in like 5 days. So if you live in Houston, you want to meet up with us, throw a comment, shoot us a DM on Twitter or Discord, Instagram. All the links to everything are in my bio. I want to get into a fan submission for today's video. It's from the Midnight Ace. This is what he said. Well, I'm your boy. Please talk about the possibility of moving back up after or the first pick and possibly come out with 2 4 to 8 picks in the draft. Would you move back up to grab Mobley after Cade? So, all right, to kind of dissect this, I think what Ace is trying to get at here is he's saying, like, would you be surprised if we had the first round pick or we had the first pick of the draft and we got Cade and then we went out and we got another young star? To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised, but I would say it's highly unlikely. I would just say it's highly unlikely. I think it would be really cool if we had Cade and Evan Mobley on the team at the same time, but that happens so never in the NBA that it's crazy. I mean, it really only happens in like 2K when it's 2K20 and you're the first pick. It's LaMelo and it's you and it's all these goddamn first round picks, whatever 2K that was. I don't know if we have value. I don't believe we have the value. As far as guys you could trade for one of those picks, I mean, it would have to be just one of our starters, right? So, Jayshawn Tate's not at that level. Kevin Porter Jr.'s got potential, but, is he top 5 pick worthy? Maybe in a bundle of a package, but I would have to say Kevin should be relatively safe here. Maybe Christian Wood. I wouldn't be like shocked if maybe they re-sign Kelly Olynyk and then trade away Christian Wood. Maybe I wouldn't be shocked because it's just such a crazy world. But to be honest, I just don't see us ending with 2 4 to 8 picks in the draft or 1 to 4 or in 1 4 to 8. And to be quite honest, I don't even know if that's really in our best interest. I'm going to get to the next fan submission here because this is just like another, like this just kind of goes in hand, right? Also, no one gave me questions for a mailbox. So if you want to do that, go ahead and comment and you can be in the next mailbox video. But I think we will be relevant next season. Yeah, I think 100%. And even with a guy like Evan Mobley, I do think we could be relevant. When I think Evan Mobley, I do think he has the highest chance of being a bust. But I could see the same thing with Kuminga. And, honestly, I'm not really 100% sold on Jalen Suggs being a star. I could see Suggs being a valuable role player or just a valuable player right out of the get-go. But, I mean, a star, I'm not really seeing it. If he didn't make that buzzer beater, no one really gives a fuck about Jalen Suggs. I mean, that's just how it is. So, I really do just want Cade. I mean, that is who I want. I want Cade Cunningham. If you get Evan Mobley, it's fine. It's fine. I just think he's got a higher chance of being a bust. I get this question a lot. So 4 to 8, unfortunately, Ace, I don't think it's in our cards. I'm sorry. But let me know if you guys disagree because, we do have a ton of draft picks. We do have some good players on the team. And we do have a very creative GM. But I'm not familiar with, like, the whole draft right now. I'm not familiar with 1 through 8 and how desperate. Is this guy going to hurt? Oh, my God. I was walking home the other day. I was walking home from Starbucks and a fucking car was trying to parallel park and it hit somebody. I laughed and kept walking. I didn't know what else to do. So that almost just happened. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in this year's draft. But I'm not really familiar with 1 through 8, and like how desperate they are to get. Maybe one of them wants Christian Wood or Kevin Porter Jr. or Kelly. I don't know what it is. So we'll see a little bit more towards draft night. But this next one, I'm going to talk about Danuel House. Like, should we trade away Danuel House, man? Because it's just a headache. Danuel House is just a real headache for me. And I made a video yesterday, basically, for my second channel, and it's going to get posted on the main channel as well. You guys will probably see it. It's like, what are we going to do at small forward? And, Danuel House is back under contract next season. I think trading Danuel House away this offseason would definitely be beneficial for the Houston Rockets. The thing is, I don't really know how that's going to go down, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not quite sure on how that would be looking from their side, but, he's not a horrible player, I guess. So, yeah, I'm sorry, Danuel House. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to roast you. It's just funny. Danuel House, he's a super solid player, right? He's 27 years old. This is a dude who can come in here, give you 25 minutes a night. On the season, he's only played in 33 games. So keep that in mind when I tell you his stats on the season. He's only played in 33. He's only averaging 27 minutes. Started in 22. Danuel House has been super solid for this team for the most part. But on the season, he's averaging about 9 points per game, a little under 4 rebounds per game. He's shooting about 51% from the field, and then he's shooting about 35% from 3. Now, Danuel House in his career in Houston, a couple of years ago, he shot 42% from 3. Last year, he shot 36%. This is pretty much his averages. These are pretty much his averages. On his career, he's a 9.3 career point per game player, and on the season, he's averaging 8.9. So I think it was kind of the hope with Danuel House this season is that you have, you're coming into his fifth NBA year? Yeah, his fifth year. So last year, you just have your fourth year. You have a good one. You start in 52 games with James Harden and Russell Westbrook. You average about 30 minutes per game. You score 10.5, 4.5, throw in a steal per game. Like, you genuinely help your team. You shoot 55% from the field, which is super solid. And then you shoot 36% from deep, which is super solid. But comes out in the bubble, does great, then kind of screws us. And, that's another, kind of screwed. But that's, can't cry over spilled milk. The thing with Danuel House for me right now is I thought he was going to take a leap. He has a really impressive bubble showing last year. Like, defensively, he's starting to hold his own. He's starting to make strides offensively. You're starting to see more games. It's not like sporadic. It's not as sporadic. It's a little bit more consistent. Like, all right, here's 15. Here's 13. Here's 15. Here's 16. Here's 17. Not like right now where it's, here's 2. And then here's 21 where it's like, hey, remember I'm back. And then, a month of fucking 2s to 5s. And then 24. So Danuel House, that's the tricky situation is what do you do? Do you trade him? What's his value? I think for a 27-year-old three-point shooter, I think someone would trade something for him. So it's something to just keep in mind as David Nwaba, Sterling Brown come up. We still got KJ, Jae'Sean Tate. We have 3 first-round picks, so somebody's going to have to get dropped. Like, it's evaluation time right now. From here until the end of the season, it's evaluation time. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let me know some comments for the mailbag, you fuckers. Like, goddamn.